Oh, hey there. I'm in the masonry department of the Dauphin County Technical School, and we're going to find out what it's all about. Oh, safety first. I'm here with Kenia Reeves at the Dauphin County Technical School, and she is a masonry student. Talk to me a little bit about your project here.
Okay, this is a stone veneer wall. I started this a couple days ago. As you can see, I have the stone on the wall, and then it's halfway grouted. We have things called like height, level, and plumb. Okay, so think of a row of bricks. Height has to be to a certain height. It has to be 2 to 6. So we have these tools called modulars. This is my mason's bag. This is where I keep all my tools. This is our modular ruler. We just pull this out, and you see how it has numbers located on it. So if I'm making a roll of brick, it has to be to the 6. This is just tools you check to make sure your project is where it's supposed to be. And then we have these things called levels. It's a little vial in the middle with a bubble that goes back and forth. This, you would just lay it on your project to see if it's straight or not. If it's not straight, then a bubble won't be in the middle. And this also is how we check plumb. We would just do that by holding it next to our project and making sure it lines up with the straight line.
I heard you're a perfectionist.
Yeah,
Is that true?
yeah,
Okay.
a little bit.
All right, well, I'm a perfectionist too,
Yeah.
so let's dig in. I want to get a little messy here.
Okay, you ready to get messy? The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna parge the wall.
All right.
Now, before we parge, we have to sift through our mud. You take your lath and you just place it over a bucket, and you can just take a trowelful. Yep.
Oh, this is smoothie.
Yeah, it just plop it right on there. And then what you do is you're just gonna do this.
How am I doing?
You're doing good. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna parge. Parging is just putting our mortar that's on the pan, and we're gonna put it on the wall. Scrape it up onto the wall like this. And you just do this until the wall is covered with mortar.
So what's the point of doing this in particular?
This because we put mortar on the back of our stone, and it's easy for mortar to stick to mortar.
So how did you get interested in masonry in particular?
Masonry, it didn't start until I was in my rotation and I was actually doing the work, and I was like, this is fun. I could enjoy doing this for the rest of my life. And yeah, because initially I wanted to do nursing, but I chose something more hands-on. So yeah, you want to try?
Yeah.
Okay. You just have to use a little bit of force. It's okay if it falls off the bottom or if it doesn't all get on. There you go.
All right.
Good job. That was good. That was good. That was good.
I know masonry is predominantly a
Male.
field.
Mhm.
So did that intimidate you at all?
It definitely made me hesitant about doing masonry, but it's more of a capability thing and not a gender thing. And I don't really get any type of meanness or rudeness towards me because of my gender. And as long as you're capable and you ask questions, everyone is well respected.
So how supportive is your family in you taking a field that is considered non-traditional?
My siblings, they find it really cool that I can just build stuff when I want, instead of just doing something what they would think was more practical, like a nurse or something. They appreciate that I decided to step out the box and do something new. Now to lay our stone, we're gonna use our sticky mud versus our regular mortar. The reason why we use the sticky mud is because the sticky mud has more lime. And what Mr. Liddick taught me, he taught me to lather it on the stone before, like this, because like I said, mortar sticks to mortar better. So I just lather it on and give it a nice little coat of mortar.
And you mentioned one of your teachers.
Yeah,
Your teachers had real-world experience,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Mr. Liddick, he graduated from DC Tech and he went into the workforce. Even when school's out, he's still getting more experience, which helps us because he teaches us tricks that he learns on the job that we might not learn just in school.
So you talked about previously being interested in the nursing field, and now you're doing masonry, and you're looking to actually do this in the real world. How good of a decision was that for you?
I think it was a great decision, honestly, because it's something that I like to do, and I really was only interested in nursing because that's what I was told to do, and that's what I was told was more practical, and that's where all the money was at. And once I told people about masonry, the first question was, well, would you be getting paid the same as much as nursing? Well, in masonry, you make a lot of money too. Just lather it on, just cover as much as you can. This, you don't really have to worry about the appearance because you're not gonna see this at all. Just
Like
makes,
smearing cream cheese on a bagel.
yeah, that's what I call it, buttering the stones up. Up and down, up and down. Yeah, like that. You're doing fine, it's okay.
Okay.
You see? Here, I'll trade you. Good, good. That's good, that's good. Okay, so this stone is gonna go right here. Just bring it right here where this gap is and push. And now once you get on, shimmy it on. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Just shimmy as much as you can until you can't shimmy anymore. All right, now, there we go. Okay.
This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about your hopes here and, you know,
In masonry,
yeah.
I want to get a degree in business administration so that I can own my own masonry company one day. That's what I plan on doing after high school.
What advice would you offer to maybe another woman who's looking at this field as something that they're interested in and that they want to get involved in?
A lot of people are, for some reason, scared of construction because they think it's like dirty and you have harsh working conditions and whatnot. But I love construction. Being able to build new things is very rewarding. And just, also you get to help people, not in the sense that everyone thinks, but you're building stuff for other people. Don't be scared to ask questions. A lot of it is just because you think you don't know what you're doing, and the only way to solve that is to ask questions so that you're confident in what you're doing.
Well, I feel pretty confident after what we did today.
Yeah, I think you did a good job.
It's
You
been
did
a pleasure
amazing.
speaking with you, Kania.
You too. I would shake your hand. Well, I'll give you a fist bump.
I'm not afraid of dirt.
This video was produced for Mosaic by WITF. To help support this project, please visit witf.org/mosaic.